one point when I was in that shelter, some of you may or may not, some of you may know this, some of you may not, if you knew me back then, but I have videos out here. I am on a quest to find the perfect lipstick, or lipstick combination, as the case may be. And my quest was never completed to my satisfaction, just so you know. It was not. Most of the colors I tried, I had had this type over here, so I would buy different lipsticks, lip liners at the drugstore. They have a no questions asked policy. These drugstores, you just return it, no questions asked. If you don't like it, and I would often do that. I was on the quest to find the perfect lipstick. Many years ago when I was living in LA, I actually did find a perfect combination. It was a lip liner from Shiseido. Okay, it wasn't drugstore shit. Drugstore stuff a lot of times is decent, but this wasn't drugstore stuff. I had money then, and I wasn't dirt poor. It's when I was working full time at the parking concept in Santa Monica, in the 3rd Street Promenade. Okay. And if you've never been to the 3rd Street Promenade, it's pretty damn cool. On Sundays, it has all kinds of interesting things going on. I loved living in California, living in Los Angeles, but, not going to stay there when there's nothing there for me. Besides, you guys know I jumped at the opportunity. I would have, I don't know what's the term. I would have done anything to be able to get Omar back. To have an opportunity to have Omar. So I would. Was that something heaven and earth? I thought I would bend heaven, but anyway, I would do anything, so, no. There's nothing for me in California, but I did love that weather. I loved it. Back then, I discovered a combination, I don't remember the color, it was a Shiseido color, right, of lip liner. And it's the only kind of lip liner that I like. It's not the kind that turns. I like the old-fashioned kind that you stick in for lip liner or eyebrows or anything that you stick in a pencil sharpener. I don't like those new kind. And I've had problems with the new kind before where they've fallen apart on me, where that part breaks. You know, the kind of twisty kind. I hate that kind. I won't buy it, and I won't buy it or refuse. Okay? This was a Shiseido lip liner, and I believe it was Pink Paradise, or Pink something. Might have been 3 words. Pink Paradise something. Anyway, from Prescriptives. I used to buy Prescriptives makeup. Prescriptives were not a business. So, Pink Paradise Shimmer. I think that's what it was. Pink Paradise Shimmer. I've often wondered if maybe I could buy it elsewhere. But anyway, Prescriptives, that company I loved, went out of business. No more Pink Paradise Shimmer, and no more of that lip liner. Those two combinations, total stranger, male, came through my line, and and he was a guy. He was an older guy. He was an old, but he wasn't a kid. He was probably older than me. Anyway, I have to stress he was a guy, because a lot of times guys don't notice shit like that. He comes through my line in his car. I was working as the cashier, the parking cashier. Okay, take the money, whatever. But just as an aside, we've all been replaced by automated things. There's no more people there, no more cashiers anymore. It's all non-personal, all automated. I found that out, and I thought to myself, wow, that's kind of funny. I don't know when it happened. I hadn't checked it out in a while. After I'd quit, I went back there and found out it was all automated. No more being screamed at and having cars backed up 100 cars back. Anyway, the guy loved that combination, and he goes, I love your lipstick on you. It's so seductive. It was I loved it too. It was really just flattering on me, like really, really good. It had to be both. It had to be the lip liner and they stopped selling it. Shiseido stopped selling it. Couldn't buy the lip liner anymore. And that lipstick. And I've never found anything even remotely like that since then, and that was many years ago. Think how many years ago that was. Over 7. I stopped working there in January 2008, so it was prior to that. It started off Parking Concepts, and it was bought up by Amco. And later I became an involuntary, I didn't have to do anything, part of class action lawsuit against both those companies. I believe it. A lot of shit goes on in those things. They don't give you breaks correctly. They don't do this, they don't do that. And but I love that lipstick combination. I've never found anything similar since then. Another one that wasn't bad that I liked in my videos. There are videos out there, I'm searching for the perfect lipstick. I'm on a quest to find the perfect lipstick, okay? This was all done when I was in the shelter and had nothing but time on my hands, okay? Because if you're in a shelter and you're not working, you have nothing but time on your hands. All you want to do is just kill time. There's nothing to do, It's not like you go on a computer all day long. You're limited. I mean, for how long in public libraries, they don't let you go endlessly on a computer. You're limited. And there's just nothing to do when you're homeless, okay? There's nothing to do. Unless you're an alcoholic and you spend the day at the bar. But even then, you have to have the money to spend the day at the bar, I have never, ever since then, all these years, I've never found anything similar. I did like Pearl Orchid from Sally's beauty shop, Sally's whatever, and cherries in the snow, which I think might be from Maybelline. I'm not sure, but regardless, cherries in the snow still exists, and now I found out my Pearl Orchid no longer exists. They revamped all their colors. They still call it Pearl Orchid. It's not Pearl Orchid. And last time I went, I'm like, what happened? Like, yeah, they changed all their colors around, but they couldn't come up with new names. That's kind of deceptive. Same friggin' name is not even remotely the same color. I've tried all different combinations of colors and mixing and matching and this and that, whatever. Never come up with anything that I liked as much as that Shiseido lip liner that I don't remember. I can't remember the name. And the Pink Paradise Shimmer mixed together. And I didn't know that would be a great combination, but it wound up being an incredible combination. They were a total stranger, a guy who wasn't like hitting on me or anything. He was a guy I never saw again. He just complimented me. He's like, that lipstick color looks incredible. He said, it looks gorgeous on you. It's so seductive, And he was right, it was. It was just a perfect combination on me. I've never been able to duplicate it, though. Haven't. I cannot find anything that I like as much as that from all those years ago. Oh, well. Just saying. Selena a lot of times likes my lipstick that I don't like. And she's not getting the full effect anyway, because I'm here to tell you I can't prove it, because you'd have to know me in person. As I'm sure some of you out there would absolutely love. You'd have to know me in person to know that oftentimes a color of lipstick, and I only wear pinks and roses and sometimes reds, but a color of lipstick that I'm wearing does not look the same in person as it does on the video, and vice versa. There have been times I hated the color I was wearing. This is when I was in my experimental stage. I was living in that shelter for 6-7 months, and you have to leave all goddamn day long, and you just gotta kill time any way you can, okay? I would buy the lipsticks, and then I'd return them the same fucking day, and I'd buy something else, and not that I didn't care. I'm not doing anything wrong. You know, if I liked something, I would keep it. They make money off of that no questions asked policy. They do that so people will try out lipsticks, because then in places like Macy's and you know, and Nordstrom's and in those places, you can try on the makeup. It's more expensive makeup, but at least you can try it on and know ahead of time if you like it, right? You can't do that in the drugstore, so they make up for it. They compensate for that, but you can't open the packages by letting you return anything you want if you don't like it. That way you have no risk. And a lot of times I've bought tons of stuff I haven't returned. Sometimes I've purchased stuff that I would have returned if I was too lazy or I couldn't find the receipt or whatnot. And that's what these places are banking on, okay? And I've bought a lot of stuff that I've kept, and all my makeup that I have, none of those colors am I crazy about. None of them do for me with that Pink Paradise Shimmer from Prescriptives mixed with a discontinued lip liner. And when they discontinued that lip liner, I said, why are they discontinuing it? Is it not popular? And they told me, they're like, no, it's very popular. The company just decided it doesn't make sense to me, but they do that. There's nothing you can do. If we love a certain lipstick or lip liner, chances are at some point in our lives, it's going to be discontinued. You know what I mean? Ow. I really did write down another heart earlier. Oh my God. Anyway, I've never found a duplicate of that. And the guy was right. I knew I looked good in that lipstick. It's just one of those things. They weren't meant to go together. I put them together. And the effect was just amazing. It just was very, very flattering with my hair color and my fair skin and whatnot. And I've never been able to duplicate it. Never. Never. I liked that Pearl Orchid lip liner. It was bright, but I toned it down by putting lipsticks over it, and now it's gone. It's discontinued. I can never get it again. You know? So, can't win. But yeah, Selena, I could show you. I could show you some of my lipsticks. None of them am I crazy about. I mix them all together. Sometimes I get a look I like when I mix them all together, and sometimes I get a look I don't like all that much. I tend to wear lip liner because it makes my lips fuller. I'll show you some of my this is for Selena's benefit. I would never wear gold lipstick though, Selena. I'm surprised you don't recommend that. fan base, you know, some of your fans like to know all kinds of stuff. So, these are lipsticks. These are probably most of my lipsticks. This is... why I kept this, I don't know. It's way too dark, but, you know, you can lighten it up with stuff. This is Deepest Cherry by Maybelline. See? Deepest Cherry by Maybelline. I discovered Baby Lips by Maybelline many years ago in LA. Baby Lips by Maybelline. That'll soften the brighter lipstick. I've got Petal Red by Maybelline. What the hell is this called? Oh no, it's not Petal Red, it's Petal Rebel. I knew it couldn't be Petal Red. Look, it's pink. That's Petal Rebel, I think. I can't really